Hi guys, welcome back. And today we're shooting, which is the baby version of the Kodiak, and we got this in nice grey color, as you can see. We're going to get this a lot shinier than it is obviously right now after the entire coating. We're going to be doing a ceramic plus a graphene top coat on this, so you'll be able to see the difference in the car. The interior I really like of this car. It's rather simple, very German-like. Just built enough for functionality is what I feel, because in the same price range you get the Seltos, which I frankly quite prefer. The interior of the Seltos looks really nice, but the interior of this is not too bad. You've got a nice Skoda badging here, and you've got ambient lighting inside the cabin, which goes all the way. I'm not too sure if you can change that as well, but I really like this. The finish of the dashboard is also really nice, and I like the use of materials. They're different. They're literally 4 different materials that have been used here, but their combination looks really nice, so I don't think there's anything to feel bad about. I don't know, I like the seat covers. This is like a charcoal grey kind of seat cover. I really like fabric. I prefer over leather. I really like that. This is somewhere where I felt they've done some cost cutting. It doesn't look so premium. They could have possibly put some piano black here or done something in the center console here and make it look a little better. But this looks really nice. I like the entire climate control. It's not got any buttons, the touchscreen, and it looks really nice. The display is huge, by the way, and the animations are really crisp, which is something that I like. It's not like the other touchscreens where the animation looks like it's come from a generation before. This one's really good. In terms of the door, I would have felt if they could have given some piano black material here or some other finish, or probably the one that they've used here, the same finish that they could have probably given on the door as well, would have looked a lot better. This, looks a little dated, but I like this. This is nice. You don't see any lock here. You've got a nice little badging of Koshak right here on the floorboard as well, which looks really nice. I like that. I wish it would be illuminated, but it's alright. You have something called the Skoda crystal lighting, which looks really nice. I really like this DRL, which is really powerful. The grille, very Skoda-ish with all their models. I somehow feel when you look at this grille, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a BMW. You've got the nice Skoda badging here. I really like this badge. It's just the right amount of chrome with the black. It looks really good. Coming to the dash area, I like this steering wheel. It's a 2-spoke steering wheel. The space is empty. Looks really nice. And you've got all your buttons here, and you have this really nice finishing down on the bend. Buttons feel really good. It's a German car, but I really like the way they kind of jut out just a little bit. Looks really fancy. The instrument cluster is somewhere where I was let down, because this looks like it came off the older Rapid. They could have definitely done something here to make it look a little more modern. Even this screen is not color, it's white and black. So yeah, this area could have possibly worked on a little bit, but still very clear, and you get everything that you possibly need in terms of information from that. For the steering wheel, good. This is a really good job done. So the first thing that we're going to be starting off with is the claying and the decontamination of all the decals and the paint before we do literally anything else. So claying is very important, and so is the decontamination of the body before we start doing any of our process for the ceramic coating. So let's go. Now pretty much the next step that we're going to be doing after the decontamination of all the touch points and the decals, we're going to be doing the claying of the paint. This is very important. When it comes in from the factory, the paint still has some contamination left on it, and you should be working on the paint if you have contamination left onto it. So we have to clay it. So the first step that we're going to be doing right now is claying the entire paint. In our polishing and detailing bay now, the car's completely got washed, and we're going to be starting with the compounding and the polishing process of the paint to kind of take out all those minor scratches that come in when you get it from the manufacturer. So that's what we're going to be doing right now in order to remove all scratches from the paint, because we're done with the claying process. So we're going to be doing this right now. So I'm going to take you through that process. and you can see the finish on the paint. It's got that glossy cranked mirror finish on the paint. You can literally see every single thing, and there are literally no scratches left on the paint. We even buffed out the headlights as well. This is the mirror finish that I'm talking about. It's a complete mirror finish, as you can see. That is the kind of finish you need to get before you can apply the ceramic coating onto the car, because if you don't do the entire process of compounding and polishing properly, there is no point of putting on the ceramic coating on a surface that is scratched. So you definitely need to do the process of polishing and compounding really well, so that when you apply the ceramic, the car has an impeccable shine on it, which I like to call the crank it mirror finish on the car. So we're done with the entire polishing and compounding of the car, and now the car is pretty much scratchless and it's got that mirror finish. So now we're going to be starting with the entire ceramic coating process. So I'm going to show you that.